Okay. Hey, so I've already pulled your cards for you, and I'm just gonna dive right in. Your question was why um are your finances not where you want it to be? The first card I got was Miracle. And with the Miracle card, it interprets into like integrity, being yourself, being who you are. And I feel like maybe you're not being yourself, or maybe you feel like you can't be yourself. But I also see that there's a miracle awaiting for you. Something is going to happen, something that you may not have expected to happen. With this grief card right here, I feel like you may be grieving the loss of something or someone, maybe someone you love, or maybe you're just going through a hard time right now where you feel like things aren't going as planned. With this confusion card, I feel like, you got a lot going on in the brain, trying to figure out a lot of stuff, and it's leaving you, I want to say confused, but it's also leaving you a little upset. You know what I mean? You're trying to figure it out, but it's like, which way do I go? Do I go this way? Do I go that way? It's just so many things running through your head right now. But with this card, is letting you know that you can't do something and think you're going to get immediate results. You know what I'm saying? You can't do something and think, okay, boom, this is going to happen once I do this and then everything is going to change. It doesn't work like that. And I feel like you have to accept yourself. I feel like there may be something in you, or something, a piece of you that you feel is missing, that you can't get back. And I feel like with the acceptance cards, that piece does not define you. You know what I mean? That piece is just a part of you, but it's not all of you. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like you need some help trying to accept either yourself or a situation for what it is. With this passion card right here, just meeting you in the store, I see that you got a lot going for yourself, or a lot of things that you want to do. But tying back into this confusion, you're looking for immediate gratification, looking for immediate results. And I don't think you're going to get it like that. You know what I'm saying? But you are passionate about something. It's something that you genuinely want to do. And it's a lot of people around you who see that you got passion to do what it is that you want to do. But you got to know within yourself, like, hey, I can do it. You know what I'm saying? Or this is what I'm going to do, regardless of what anybody is going to say. With this soulmate card right here, I feel like maybe you're not being true about your feelings towards someone or something. Sometimes like I told you in the store, if you keep doing certain things, you're going to get the same results. You can't do the same thing and think you're going to get different results. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like you're not being real about how you feel about a certain situation, or maybe you're withholding how you really feel because I don't know, maybe you don't want to make a person feel a certain way, or you know what I mean? Or maybe it's just you're still trying to figure out your emotions. And I feel like once you figure out what self is, the grief, the confusion, the non-acceptance, and the lack of integrity do you have toward the situation, it would all fall into place. So I see you got a lot of a work to do, you know what I mean? Because I feel like right now you're going through a lot of pain, or you're going through a period of sadness where you don't feel like you're going to come out of it. Because you see with this confusion card, the face is like, why is this happening to me? Why does this keep happening to me? I do everything right, and dot 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 and dot dot dot. You may be doing things right, and but it's not working for you. So you have to find another way to get it to work. You get what I'm saying? Like I keep going back to, you can't keep doing the same thing trying to get different results. You're going to continue to get that same result over and over again until you figure out that, okay, hey, this isn't working for me anymore. You see what I'm saying? So let's see how you can fix it. Let's see how you can fix that. Spirit guides and ancestors, how can Brent fix this situation? How can Brent fix the situation? How can Brent fix the situation? Oh, dang. You got a lot. It's like this card is telling me everything, but they want me to know something. So let's see. How can Brent fix the situation? How can Brent fix the situation? So we got workaholic. I feel like maybe you working too much. Let me keep going though. Let me keep going. Impasse. Mm-hmm. Okay. So the first card I got was workaholic. I feel like you may be working too much. I feel like you work yourself to the bone to the point where you don't even have time for self. I feel like you got all these jobs, or maybe you got one job that's just really tearing you down, but you're not reaping the benefits of working so hard. I feel like it's all work, no play. And sometimes you gotta play, you know what I mean? And I feel like you just working, trying to perfect something that may not be what you want to do, but you're doing it because that's how you're going to get paid. I feel like something is blocking you. It could be yourself, it could be someone else, you know what I'm saying? But also on the flip side of this card, you may not be getting where you want to be because that may not be where you need to go. You see what I'm saying? Some things, like, I know if you believe in God or a higher power, you know, I know God. I read the Bible, and it says that sometimes God is going to block certain paths for you so you can't go because that's not where you need to go. So if, like I said, and I keep going back to it, if you're doing something over and over again and getting the same results, and it's the result that you're not looking for, then you're going to continue to get the same results over and over again, right? And with this destiny card right here, it's letting me know that you got to go after what it is that you want, no matter what it is. Like, yeah, you're going to have some up and down days. There's going to be some days where it's like, man, I don't even want to do this no more. But at the same time, if it's what you want to do, you have to continuously work at it. But I also see right here that you sitting on $1 million gift. You talk about, well, I want to do this. Well, I want to do that. This. And then when the opportunity presents himself, you're not ready for it. So I feel like you got to start taking action, and excuse my friend, to stop sitting on your ass. Go after what it is that you want and have faith, you know, in the man above or whoever you believe in, to know that he's going to put you in the right place at the right time so you can receive what it is that you need to. But you have to have faith that it's all going to work out. I see there's a situation or, you know, something coming to end in your life, or something came to an end that you're still trying to grieve. But all completions are not bad. There's some good completions, because I'll put it like this. For me, you know, I went through a lot of stuff and I couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel because I was so focused on the pain and so focused of the sadness that I was going through. But little did I know that it was pushing me forward and preparing me for the next phase of my life. So a completion is not always a bad thing, because guess what? Once it's complete, something new is about to start. And when I told you with the miracle card that it's something coming your way that you gonna feel like, oh, that was nothing but the man above, or that wasn't, you know, whoever you believe in. So you gotta have faith to know that whatever it is that you're asking for, whatever it is that you're going after, your destiny, you know, it's already written out for you. But you have to align yourself with what it is that you want. You know what I'm saying? You can't say, I want to be a singer, I want to be a dancer, but not working on your dancing and your singing. You can't be just sitting like old grandma right here watching people on TV doing exactly what it is that you want to do, or whatever it is, and then not making any type of steps forward to get to where it is that you want to be. It does not work like that. I keep saying it again. You cannot keep doing the same thing thinking you're going to get different results. It does not work like that. You see what I'm saying? So let's see. Let's see what this potential outcome is. Potential outcome. All right, Spirit, what is the potential outcome of the situation? What is the potential outcome for the situation? All right. You be having cards that just want to jump out. It's like it just wants to tell it all. Tell it all. Let's see. Spirit guide, what is the potential outcome of this situation? What is the potential outcome of this situation? All right. Expansion. Victim. Soulmate. You got a lot of cards popping out. I'm going to take these. Haha. Okay. So the potential outcome of this, I see that you're branching out, you know, because expansion is all about making new connections. Expansion is all about changing the scenery, trying to do something new. Like I said, you can't keep doing the same thing thinking you're going to get different results. Like, I just love it when it does this. And then I see you getting out of that stagnant energy. Either you're stuck in it and you're still in it, or you're trying to get out of it. You know what I'm saying? You can't be in stagnant energy and just thinking negative things and think you're going to get different results. I see that maybe you're getting out of that victim mentality, like, woe is me, I'll never be what it is that I want to be. You got to get out of that. Either you're still in it and need to get out of it, or you're changing it. So whichever one, take whatever resonates. And then you got impartiality. With this card right here, it's all about seeing things from a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you an example. You may be arguing with this person. This person said, well, you don't know what kind of life I live. You don't. And the other person said, well, you don't know what kind of life I live. Both of y'all done went through some things, but y'all not taking the time to see the other side or the other person's point of view. Because at the end of the day, no side is better than the other. Sometimes you got to put yourself in other people's shoes to see what it is or see where they come from before we start jumping to conclusions talking about, well, nah, they don't know what I got going on, this. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to take a step back and really evaluate the situation and really look to see how the situation plays out and how could it be changed or how could it be fixed. You got the soulmate card again. So either you're still in that mindset of holding in your feelings and not being real about how you feel with a situation or a person. I feel like it's time to get out of that. Either you're still in it, or you will be, or you're moving out of it, you know, and you're coming clean about how you feel. There needs to be a balance. Right here with this balance card right here, you see all those dudes at the bottom of it? They're all mad because nobody was getting their way. You can't have everything the way you want to have it. You see what I'm saying? There has to be an equal give and take. You see what I'm saying with the balance? And I'm a Libra. We all about the balance, baby. So with the balance, if one person's getting all this stuff, then guess where the scales are tipping? They're skipping this, you know what I'm saying? It's tipping a real unbalance. And then when you get something over here, it's still unbalanced. You know what I'm saying? It has to be an equal give and take, because then the scales are balanced. But I see there's a new beginning happening for you, boo-boo. It's a new beginning. But you have to be willing to put in the work. You hear what I'm saying? Put in the work to get where it is. You know what I'm saying? And have faith, like they said before. Have faith that what you want will come to you. But you have to align yourself with what it is that you want to do. And with this card, I feel like there's a false mask. Maybe you're pretending to be something you're not, or you're holding back the real you because you feel like people won't accept you. You get what I'm saying? You have to get in touch with that person within, that person that is you, not anybody else. Because once you're true to self is going to express, and there's nothing else anyone or anything can say about who you are. You have to be able to be you, authentically you, no matter what anyone or anything has to say. So I see that you need to expand your horizons, get out, make new connections, get out of that stagnant energy of woe, it's me. Stop playing the victim. You know what I'm saying? And know that you can't just see things from one side. You got to see things from both sides so you can get a full, clear understanding of the situation. Be real about your feelings. You know what I mean? And really speak up, and don't be a person where it's always have to be me, 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 because it's not always about you. You know, you are a part of what it's about, but you don't make the whole situation. So you have to be balanced and see things from a point of view where it's like, okay, well, you know, compromise. That's the word I'm looking for. Compromise. You know what I'm saying? Don't compromise everything. But if it's a situation where it's dealing with another person or a group of people, you have to be willing to compromise. But there's a new beginning happening for you. Just like I said, the cycle was ending. And I guess what? When a cycle ends, another one begins. You see what I'm saying? But you have to be real with yourself. You see what I'm saying? You got to be real with self and know self. Because once you know self, then you're aligned. And when you're aligned with your higher power. And guess what? Everything will start to flow like water. You see what I'm saying? So, all right. Whew. All right. Let's get into something else. Let's go with my personal power deck. I'm going to pull something from my personal power deck. All right. So spirit guides and ancestors, what personal power is Brent struggling with? What personal power is Brent struggling with? What personal power is Brent struggling with? I am enough. Sweetie, you got to know that you are enough. You are enough no matter what anybody has to say. You got to know that. And what was I just saying? Acceptance. You got to accept self. All right. Spirit guys. You got another one. I am responsible for my life. You got to know that any decision you make should be based on your decision, on you. Let's see what, these cards just jumping right up out of me. I follow my heart. You got to follow your heart. And I am worthy. You are worthy. You know what I mean? So I feel like right now you're having a hard time accepting you. You see what I'm saying? You got to know that you are enough, that you are responsible for your life. Follow your heart. Do what it is that you want to do and know that you are worthy. You see what I'm saying? All right, Spirit. Let's see. What personal power does he need to work on? What personal power does Brent need to work on? Let's see. Actually, what personal power does Brent need to work on? What personal power? I am fearless. I am happy. Oh, I don't know if I showed you this. I am fearless right there. I am happy. I trust in divine timing. So yes, let me get another one. Can I get another one? And I am worthy. You got this card twice. So it's letting you know that you need to know your worth. Maybe you don't know who you are. Maybe you need to focus on that. So you got to know you are fearless. You need to work on that. Fierce fearless, whatever you want to call it. You got to get happy. You got to find what makes you happy. And I'm just saying, I ain't picking these cards, oh, this is the card I'm going to pick for him. This is what's coming to me. And it's correlating with the cards that I just picked. So you know that this ain't no game. I trust in divine timing. You got to be patient, right? Remember when I was telling you, working so hard to the point where you're not having fun. You know what I'm saying? You got to trust in divine timing and know that everything will align when it's supposed to. But you got to go through the process. You got to go through certain things, like I said, to get to where you need to be. If you don't go through anything, you can't get to anything. You see what I'm saying? And know that you are worthy. You were created uniquely in his image. You get what I'm saying? So you got to know that you are worthy. You got to know that you are worthy. Let's see. Spirit guides and ancestors, what personal power is Brent mastering? What personal power is Brent mastering? Oh, you got I am celebrated. I release what doesn't serve me. Let me show you that. I have a higher purpose. And I'm divinely guided. So right here is just telling me that you know that you are destined for greatness. You know that there's a calling on your life. You know that you are celebrated, but you're not taking the steps to get there. You know what I'm saying? You got to know that deep down, I can do and I can achieve whatever it is that I set my mind to. But all you need to do is make those steps. But they said faith without works is dead, baby. So you got to step into what it is that you want to do and be determined to get it done. Go after what it is that you want, because sitting around waiting for it to just fall in your lap, you're going to be waiting forever. You got to make that step to get to where it is. Do what's going to make you happy. You, not nobody else, not me, not the man down the street, not the cat drinking the milk, but you. Do what makes you happy, regardless of what anybody else has to say, because if they gonna stick around, they gonna stick around through the ups and the what? The downs. You get what I'm saying? So you gotta do what makes you happy. You, not nobody else, but you. But you. All right, let's go to this last little deck, and then I'm gonna cut the video because I feel like it's long, but hey, I think you will appreciate it. All right, give me a message for Brent Spirit from the I Can't, and this is the I Can Do It. You see? Give me a message for Brent. That's too many. I'm gonna just... All right, we're gonna take these and I'll just leave it like that. So, yeah, you got a good little message here. We're finna see what we can... And this is the deck I bought the day I met you. So you know where I got it from. Got it from the same shop. So it says, my conscience is filled with healthy, positive, loving thoughts that reflect themselves in experience. So you got to start thinking positive. Remember when I was telling you with that stagnant energy, you can't be thinking negative things thinking you're going to get positive results. So my consciousness is filled with healthy, positive, loving thoughts that reflect themselves in my experience. So if you want positive things to happen, you got to put positive things out there. I have a wonderful relationship with my friends, family members, and co-workers. I am appreciated. So if you don't know that your people love you, or you don't have friends and co-workers that support you, just they know that they love you. But you got to know. So if you don't know, then you need to figure it out, or you need to learn to know. Let go of negativity that rests in my body and mind. What did I just say on this card? My consciousness is filled with healthy, positive, loving thoughts that reflect themselves in my experience. So I let go. You got to let go of all negativity that rests in your mind and your body. For every problem I may create, I am confident that I can find a solution. Come on. Life is very simple. What I give out comes back to me. Today I choose to give love. Come on now. You can't. I didn't do this. This is nothing but. Come on now. I moved from poverty thinking to prosperity thinking, and my finances reflect this change. So, hey, the proof is in the pudding, baby. All I'm saying is everything is just. You know what I'm trying to say. You positive thinking. Put yourself in a situation where you can be positive. Surround yourself with positive people. Like I said, expansion. You need to make new connections. Maybe let go of stuff that ain't, no good for you. Get them people that's in your life that's not doing, kick them to the curb. You don't need them, especially if they're making you think negatively or they're making you feel negative. You see what I'm saying? So I think it's time for you to start thinking positive. Surround yourself with people who have the same mindset as you, which is positive, and everything will happen in what? Divine timing. Divine timing, baby. So I really hope you enjoyed this reading. Let me know, give me feedback. Give me feedback on how I did. And if you like it, then we can keep it pushing. We can give you, and I keep giving you more. All right. I hope you have a great day. Be blessed and be loved.